Are you active on the Berlin property market and you're looking to buy or to sell? Then this video is for you. Then we are going through all the challenges our clients or buyers or sellers are having these days, and we have structured the 4 different topics you need to cover. So first of all, just imagine you have a little rectangle and you have 4 different boxes. Let's start with A, which is here in this little box. So this is the rectangular, and here we start with A. So on A, we're talking about the property itself. Where is the property? What's the micro location and what is the condition of the property? So this is something you find out pretty much online or just opening the brochure. Then you have bottom B, which is the lower right end of that rectangular, and there you can see what price the seller is asking, or you as a buyer are able to pay for it. What is the property worth in the current market? As you know, the price can go up, can go down, interest can go up and go down, but the address, the location doesn't change, and usually the condition doesn't really change as well, except you do have to do a major renovation. But that's basically here. A is location and condition of the apartment, and B is the price, which can go up and down, of course. Of course, in the real estate market, it doesn't really go down that much, but you know, it's variable. Then you have option C, or the little file here, option C, where you need to check when is the right timing for you. And this is very important. What's the right timing for you as a buyer or a seller, when you should sell, when you should buy? And of course, it depends on A and B. When is the right timing to realize either the profit or to realize the current weakness of a market actually to buy? It's quite funny because most of our clients are asking us for an area, the condition, and they ask us for the price. But they always forget a little bit that little point, timing. When is a good time to buy or to sell? And of course, the last little area, which is D, is the point. What happens if A, B, and C are not actually working out? You might have done the perfect research, you have found the right property, the right address, and the right condition. You have found the right price actually to buy it. You have secured a great mortgage, and you are perfect timing for you on the market. And suddenly, interest goes up. We have whatever, something you've seen last year, the geopolitical things that have happened, the inflation went up, interest went up. Suddenly, everything is a little bit pear-shaped. So what do you do if something exciting happens or something bad happens? What do you do? So you need some protection measurements for you. So buyer protection, which is straightforward. You should get, if you get a mortgage, long-term financing, 10, 20, 30 years are possible in Germany. You should also consider the energy condition of the apartment, what you can do. Are there the right subsidies you can ask for? When is the right timing, to ask for subsidies? When you should renovate the apartment, which is, at C. And on D, worst case scenario, what do you do if the carbon footprint gets taxed higher? So you should address all these little topics. If you go for a buy-to-let apartment, you should get an insurance if the tenant doesn't pay the rent. Do I need an insurance? What kind of rental models can I use? Is Airbnb legal? Is short-term letting legal? All these things. So option D is very important, yeah? So just to make sure, A, address of the property, location, condition. B is the price, which goes up and down. Of course, you need to make sure that you have a realistic price, both of the buyer and the seller, of course. Option C is finding the right timing, which is, of course, very related to the price. As you can see, if interest would go up even further, then it's actually would be better you lower the price now as a seller in order to have the right timing, because if interest goes up further, your price will go down significantly more than the interest rate. And then, of course, you have option D, so the formula D, where you need to make measurements, protect yourself. Let's take just an example. If you sell the apartment, you need to make sure that in option D, you know what you do with the money. High inflation out there. Do you have another property you wish to buy, or you want to go to the stock market and do whatever you want with the money? So you need to have a clear strategy on option D. As a buyer, you need to make sure that if you go and buy a property, that you have a clear exit strategy. If you don't want to use it forever, that you have clear advice on that. We as professional estate agents here in Berlin, Germany, are here to help you as a buyer and a seller, to give you, for all these 4 different areas, advice based on our many decades long experience here in the market. So please feel free to contact us on the black label properties.com to book a free appointment and to discuss your topics.